Jen and I are getting ready and packed right now. We are preparing for a 7-hour trip to Orlando. From Pensacola to Orlando is about 6.5, 7 hours long. This month, a few of us have birthdays. My birthday is this month. Prime's birthday just passed. Prime's wife's birthday. Jenna's birthday just passed. Prime and his wife Hunter have invited all of us to go out to Disney for a few days. Jen and I are only going to be able to make it for one of those days. We're going to be able to go to Epcot, and luckily I have never been to Epcot. Jen has never been to Epcot. We tried to go to Hollywood Studios with everybody, but because of the reservation system they have there, they were completely full the day we tried getting our tickets, so we're not going to be able to go to Hollywood Studios and therefore Galaxy's Edge with everybody. However, if you would like to see our adventure to Hollywood Studios and Galaxy's Edge, you can check it out here if you would like. Here if you would like. We're really looking forward to it. Jen and I love to go travel and get to spend that quality time on our road trips. I really enjoy that time with her. I don't typically film every single thing we do. I'll kind of go in phases where I'll film for like an hour or something, just so I can kind of be in the moment with Jen and our friends. Saturday, we went ahead and booked Saturday anyway before we found out that we wouldn't be able to go to the park. We're probably going to have a kind of a spontaneous day that day. There's a couple things that we want to try and do. I don't know if we're going to get around to it, but we're going to be all over the place, but it'll be a lot of fun. I'm making us some sandwiches for the trip. Got a cooler like a year ago, and I've only used it twice, and so I'm trying to find any excuse to use this thing now. That's my bread, and that's Jen's Jew bread. I'm more classic. I like a classic ham and American cheese, some lettuce. We had pickles, I put them on, but we're out of pickles. Don't judge my choice of cheese. We also have an assortment of snacks. My beef jerky, Jen's Whiffs, tangy ranch flavored. We're gonna split a couple of fruit roll-ups, 2 grams of sugar sweets. Cheez-Its are probably gonna be mostly for me. Banana chips, and wrap snacks. These are 100% Jen's wrap snacks. I do like them too, they're very, very good.
These chips are very good, okay? Sour cream with a dab of ranch. Holden loves them.
I like them a lot.
Even though he's making them sound so ridiculous and it was all me. No, it wasn't. Okay, he loves them.
One day we were at work together, and I was like, hey Jen, you got anything I could snack on? And she pulls out wrap snacks. That I was not expecting that to come out of her drawer. Sponsor us, wrap snacks. I got you. Sponsor us. For our own elevator because I'm not wearing a mask. Anytime I walk through a hotel that's like this reminds me of The Shining. Oh, there's an elevator right here, right by our room. We must have walked around the entire place when we could have just got on the elevator. We're here, we're getting unpacked, and we're gonna start our day tomorrow morning bright and early. Good morning, everyone. We're on our way to Epcot. We're all dressed and ready to go. We're on our way. We're gonna meet up with Prime, Pastor, Ashley, Hunter. There might be a couple of other Prime's friends there as well.
This will be a little bit different experience because it's going to be Epcot. I have never been to Epcot. I don't know what is at Epcot. I don't know anything about Epcot.
I've never been to Epcot either, so we're going to have some fun and check it out for the very first time. Yeah, it's weird, right? Don't mind this. It's like they're talking about me.
How do I go here?
On our way.
I look like a zombie. I think you should do these two.
Just applied some sunscreen, SPF 30.
I see a lot of these statue things. I don't know if that's like a normal, like the Buzz Lightyear cut out of the. I don't know if that's an everyday thing.
Oh, the fish! It's literally fish.
I love Nemo.
Gather your belongings and exit to the right.
So the plan now, we're gonna go to the Titanic exhibit. They have another grand staircase. We didn't know that whenever we went to Branson, Missouri. We should be able to take pictures in front of it. We're at the Titanic exhibit a little early, or about 10 minutes early before they actually open up. So we're hoping that we'll be allowed to film and take pictures. We weren't allowed to film and take pictures when we went to Branson, and that was a huge disappointment. But on their website, they said that you could take a picture at the grand staircase. Now, whether that means our own pictures or they'll take a picture for us and we'll spend $50 to get it, I don't know, but hopefully we'll be allowed to film once we actually go in.
I still have my mask from the Missouri exhibit, so it looked really good from the pictures online. This is gonna be all artifacts, so it should be good.
When we went to Branson, we looked for a Titanic museum that we could go visit, and I think ever since we did that video, we found like 2 that were much closer to us that had everything. So when we went to Branson, we literally went way unnecessarily out of our way.
But that was because literally we are Titanic freaks. Anything Titanic we want to watch, we want to see. So when we first heard about this in Branson, we didn't even think to be like, oh, well, let's see if there's something closer. We were just like, oh my gosh, it's Titanic. And honestly, even if there had been a closer one, I probably would have been like, I want to go to this one because it was pretty.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
It's a pretty elaborate one. I think when we were on the way to Branson, we saw there was one in Tennessee and owned by the same people. So I don't know how this will compare, but I'm really looking forward to the grand staircase. When we went to Branson, all I wanted was a picture on the grand staircase, and I couldn't get it. 90% of that trip for me was wanting to get a picture on that staircase. And they were like, sorry, and so I had to sneak a few.
This is why Holden has an edge, okay? Because he literally took pictures in that exhibit. I mean, granted, they weren't the best, but he snuck a couple pictures when they were very much like, no pictures whatsoever. Nope, can't do it.
You heard it here, folks. I'm super edgy because I snuck a few pictures on my phone of a staircase.
They were very serious. I mean, you asked that chick, you were like, you know, can we just get like one picture? And she was like, no, absolutely not.
I'm just like, well, I'm gonna get some anyway, sorry. You don't think?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think we were told there's an actual staircase in here. We were also told we cannot take our own personal pictures, but we could like pay for them to, you know, give us a picture. So they'll take one for us, and so we'll probably end up having to do that. how much it's gonna cost to get all these pictures at the end. He did let us take pictures without our masks on, which was nice. You know, everybody's putting their hand up there. Here we have the historical artifact of where Jack porked Rose. It's that part where the guy is like running through and barely gets his foot through. They give us these cards, kind of like how they did in Branson, where we each get a passenger, and at the end we have to figure out who, if our person died or lived or not. It's a little morbid, in my opinion.
Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin Hart.
Did we live with that?
I lived. Sadly, my husband did not. Did you hear that?
No.
They were asking where Rose was on the casualty list.
One of the guys said when we came in here that part of the actual hull of the ship is here. So this is the actual Titanic, not just a recreation.
It was so much fun. When I first went in there, I was a little like, ooh, because the one in Branson was top of the bar. I loved it. This one, it was a little bit different, just kind of the style, but I really enjoyed it. I think it took us about probably about an hour to get through the whole exhibit.
And of course, no trip to Orlando would be complete without stopping by Soupa Saiyan. Made our way to the Kennedy Space Center, about an hour outside of Orlando.
So excited, I'm totally geeking out. It's really terrible.
Heading out now, got some trinkets at the gift shop. We only had about an hour and a half here. They closed at 4, we got here at like 2:30. I was hoping to see actually a little bit more artifacts or something, like more actual spaceships. They got these really cool rockets here, but other than that, it was a lot of shows of like on screens, like a movie theater.
I wanted to sit in a spaceship. I mean, is that too much to ask?
But I wanted to see some moon rocks. There might be some here, I just didn't get to see them. So we're on our way back from Orlando, headed back home, when I remembered that there is a Soupa Saiyan 2 in Jacksonville. So we decided to come this way to check out Soupa Saiyan 2 for lunch on our way home.
So, twice in one weekend.
That's nice. And we're staring at it outside, and it looks not as packed, but it looks bigger.
To see how this one tastes compared to the other one. Just looking at the menu, they had a lot more different options. I really like that the other Soupa Saiyan had just a basic menu, and I almost get the same thing every single time. So this one had a lot more that I was unfamiliar with.
Of course, we had to get an order to go, so we're taking some back home with us next time we're craving some Soupa Saiyan. 5 or 6 more hours left to go.